All right. So we are seeing nouns in Sanskrit grammar. We started to see how simple sentences can be formed with just nouns and verbs. If you know a noun, how to use nouns, and if you know how to use verbs, you can make endless sentences in Sanskrit. And we saw how nouns have three characteristics. In a sentence, every noun that you come across will have a gender, meaning it will be masculine, feminine, or neuter. It will have a number, meaning it will be singular, dual, or plural. It will be referring to one of the thing, two of the thing, or three or more of the thing. And finally, it will have a case. The case shows the relationship between that noun and all the other nouns and the verb in the sentence. It shows the relationship between everything in the sentence. That is the function of the cases. So in a sentence, every single noun that you come across will have all these three properties. That means that you have to know what these three properties look like for each word. If each word has 8 cases, case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and each noun has singular, dual, and plural, then for each gender, there will have to be a version of what it looks like in each case and each number. This variation of 24 different ways in which the noun is written is called the declension table. It's a really important word. It sounds like a foreign word right now, but by the end of week 2, you'll be saying declension table like you knew it since you were 5. It is such an integral part of Sanskrit grammar that you can't not know the word declension table. Okay, so there are 8 cases in 3 numbers, and they make up a declension table. Now, each declension table I was explaining yesterday also will be unique based on the ending sound of the word, of the noun. The ending sound in this word Rama is not ma, it is a. Because there's no halant, it means there's an a. You see it more clearly in English. Rama, the a is the ending sound. So for the ending sound Ram, there will be a declension table. And this Rama is masculine. Remember, there's no way to know the gender of a word just by seeing the meaning. The gender of a word has to be told. Told by the dictionary, told by somebody. It has to be told. Okay, so you can't make up the gender by knowing the meaning. You are taught the gender. You don't need to memorize gender of any words, don't worry. It's all there. We'll use it as we go along. You'll see it's very simple. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, so this is a declension table, and all the 24 versions that you will find here are called the declensions of the noun. We'll see that, we'll recap that again, but I want you to remember this is called a declension table. Okay, now let us go through our homework and then we will continue. Homework number 1 was to put the case and number for all nouns in these sentences. The book is on a shelf in the library's secret room. Question number 1. What is the verb? Always the first question is what is the verb? What is the verb? The verb is. I'm hearing different answers. What is the verb in this sentence? Is. To be. To be is a verb, right? To be. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, is. Is the verb. What is the book? The book is. Now, what else is there? There's no direct object. There's no second case. But there's shelf. On a shelf. On is 7th. So shelf will be case number 7. In the library's secret room. Now here there are two nouns, library and room. Each of them will have their own case, right? So what is the case of secret room? Is it in the library or it's in the secret room? According to the sentence. It's in the secret room of the library. Correct? So in the secret room will be 7. And libraries is 6th case. Everyone follow that? In the secret room of the library. Okay. Now what are our numbers? How many books? 1 book. How many shelves? 1 shelf. How many libraries? 1 library. How many secret rooms? 1. So everything in this sentence was singular. Okay? Number 2. Oh Rama, my glasses fell from the table. What is our verb? Fell. Fell is the verb. What fell? Rama did not fall. Please, Rama is not the first case. Rama did not fall. Huh? What fell? My didn't fall either. Something else fell. What fell? What fell is the glasses. Glasses fell. Now we'll see the rest. Oh Rama, my glasses fell from the table. There's no direct object here, so we'll go to the rest. Oh Rama is what case? Oh Rama is 8 case. 8 case. If O was not written, it would still be Rama. It would still be 8th case. Because you know that Rama is being spoken to. If Rama is being spoken to, it is 8th case. Okay? I'm going slowly through this because if you get this, Sanskrit is extremely easy. And if you don't get this, Sanskrit is extremely difficult. Okay? My. Everyone should know by now what is my. The case for my. My is a pronoun. And in this context, it is in 6th. Fell from the table. So the next noun is table. From the table, table will be 5th case. Now, let's put our numbers. How many Ramas? 1 O Rama. This is like, oh God. Instead of saying, oh God, oh no, oh whatever kind of other terrible words people use, you can use oh Rama instead. You get punya karma while you're saying, oh my God. Okay. How many my's? 1 my. How many glasses? Now see, in English it looks like plural, but it really is just 1, isn't it? Unless you had like 5 glasses fall at the same time, but my glasses, if you took these glasses, not a drinking glass. If you took drinking glasses, then it'll be plural. But if you took these glasses, it'll be singular. Okay? Fell from the table, 1 table. Okay? Number 3. Gurudev's padukas are on the altar. Verb. Verb is are. What are? Not Gurudev. What are? Padukas are. Okay? Again, no direct object, so we go on to the rest. Whose padukas? Gurudev's. So Gurudev is what case? 6. Should be easy. Every time you see apostrophe S, it is 99.99999% 6th case. Okay? Okay. On the altar. On the altar will be 7. Now let's talk numbers. How many of Gurudev? 1. How many padukas? Padukas means slippers. You know the slippers that the Guru wears is called padukas. How many padukas? Normal people have 2 feet. So they'll have 2 padukas. Right? So Gurudev's padukas is duo. 2. On the altar. How many altars in this sentence? 1. Singular. So far, so good? Okay. The girls drew unicorns and rainbows with their shiny markers. Sorry for the terrible sentences. I'm facing my own karma because when we used to get sentence homework, we used to get words every Monday and we had to make sentences. And by the end of the week, we had to learn their meaning and spelling. Well, I used to hear whoever was around me and try and copy their sentences. So now I'm stuck making my own all alone. Worst homework ever. So you're stuck with my karma. Drew. The verb here is drew. The girls drew unicorns and rainbows with their shiny markers. Who drew? Girls. What did they draw? Unicorns and rainbows. So unicorns is 2 and rainbows is also 2. Right? They drew unicorns and rainbows with their shiny markers. So markers will be third case. Numbers. How many girls? Plural. How many unicorns? Plural. How many rainbows? Plural. How many markers? Plural. Okay? I lost my new phone in the trench. How sad. What is the verb? Lost. Who lost? I. What did I lose? New phone. Not my, just new phone was lost, right? New phone is the second case. Whose new phone? My new phone. And then you see trench, 7 in the trench. Okay, now numbers. How many eyes? Single. How many my's? Single. How many phones? Luckily, only one. How many trenches? Well, if there's one phone, it's one trench. Okay, all single. Okay. There is some ghee in the fridge. What is our verb? You'll see in this sentence why it's so important to find the verb. What is the verb? Is. There is. What is? Some ghee. Some ghee will be first case. If you've made mistakes, you please correct them. This is not a YouTube show. This is homework. Right? So we're doing a class together. You please correct if you have made mistakes. There is some ghee. Where is the ghee? In the fridge. Ghee is singular. Fridge is singular. Last one. Hanumanji went to the playground and found the missing piece of the puzzle. What is our verb? Tricky. This is tricky. There's went and there's found. 2 verbs. Okay? Who went? Hanumanji. Where did he go? What is the object of his going? Where did he go? He went to the playground. Remember yesterday I had mentioned if there's a movement verb, just because the word to is there, doesn't make playground number 4. I'll give you a formal note in a moment. He went to the playground. And he found the missing piece of the puzzle. So found is our second verb. Who found? Hanumanji. So already first case is there. What did he find? The missing piece. So missing piece will also be second case of the puzzle. 6th case. Single Hanumanji, single playground, single piece, single puzzle. All right. Now let us see. I had also told to go and do it. Put the number for the previous one. Puja Gurudev. singular. In the Himalayas, Himalayas is singular or plural or dual? Plural. For many years, years is plural. With his is singular, and guru is singular. Oh, devas, how many devas? Plural. How many lords? One. How many beautiful lotuses? Plural. How many elements? Five. No, you don't write five, you write plural. And people's enjoyment. So people's is how many people? It's plural. And enjoyment is singular. Okay? The sun illumines the world with light for all. Sun is singular. World is singular. Light is singular. All is? Well, it depends, because if the pronoun that you're using means all, then you'll get stuck. But in the case of English, we'll just keep plural. Okay, that is a more technical discussion. We'll leave that for now. Is all singular or plural? Okay, okay. Herds of deer dwell in the lonely forest. Herds is plural. Deer is also plural, even though it looks singular. Because here, see, herds of elephants. You don't say herds of elephant. And in English, deer is plural even in the word deer. Right? Means plural version of deer is deer also. That's why that's plural. And forests is also plural. Herds again, plural. Elephants, plural. Go to the forest. Forest is singular. From the lake. Lake is singular. Okay, so that is the homework that we did for putting case and number on all of our English sentences. No Sanskrit and so many mistakes. Right? So like I'm telling you, our issue is with English in Sanskrit class. It is not with Sanskrit. The difficulty is English. If you get this part, Sanskrit is easy. If you don't get this part, Sanskrit is difficult. It all hinges on this understanding. Okay? Now here's a formal note. I will WhatsApp it, so you don't need to write it. I'll just go through. When there is a movement verb, like to go, to run, etc., where there's somebody going somewhere in some way or shape or form, the noun representing the place which is gone to, like Hanumanji went to the forest, is typically in the second case. Means that is the object. Even though it says Hanumanji went to the playground, and to looks like fourth case, you have to ask, what is the verb went? Who went? Hanumanji. Where did he go? The forest. Do you see why it is second case? If that doesn't make sense to you, just think of it as a rule. Okay? It is very logical, but if the logic doesn't make sense, just consider it a rule. Okay? So this is the note. I will send it in the group and then you'll have it. Now, I will also send Gita 1.7. And now we will go to the next thing we're going to do today. Remember I told you a declension table will have 24 forms? Well, let me show you what that looks like. For a word that is masculine, that ends in a, I'm not going to write a in English also. Everyone knows what a looks like in Sanskrit, right? For a word that is masculine and ends with a, this is the declension table. Please don't freak out. Just listen to me, okay? There's nothing to freak out. We're going to go through it slowly. And we're using Rama. Rama is traditionally used maybe because when you say Rama, you get blessings. We're supposed to say Rama, Rama, Rama over again. And so we're going to say it 24 times over and over and over again. Okay? So I'm going to say and you're going to repeat. Who's going to repeat with me? I'm going to pick on Sharanya. Shania, are you better? Yeah, okay. Ramaha,
Ramah,
Ramo,
Ramau,
Ramaha.
Ramah.
Everybody, we're reading left to right, and then we're reading up to down. Okay, first left to right, and then up to down. Just listen to the sounds. I will go through the table after. I'll send it to you and you'll have it, okay? Ramam,
Ramam,
Ramo,
Ramau,
Raman,
Raman,
Ramena,
Ramena,
Ramabhyam,
Ramabhyam,
Ramehi,
Ramaihi,
Ramaya,
Ramaya,
Ramabhyam,
Ramabhyam,
Ramebhyah,
Ramebhyah,
Ramat,
Ramat,
Ramabhyam,
Ramabhyam,
Ramebhyah,
Ramebhyah,
Ramasya.
Ramasya,
Everybody should be repeating. Ramayoho,
Ramayoho,
Ramarnam,
Ramanam,
Rame,
Rame,
Ramayoho,
Ramayoho,
Rameshu.
Rameshu.
Hey Rama,
He Rama,
Hey Ramo,
He Ramau,
Hey Ramaha.
He Ramaha.
You're going to have to get very familiar with this table. This is a table you yourself will want to memorize on your own will because of how frequently it is used. Okay, let me walk you through the table. That you already know first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth case what it means. First case means subject, second case means object, third case means with, by, due to, etc. Fourth case means for or to, fifth case means from, sixth case means of, seventh case means in, on, at, and eighth case means oh, whatever. So third case, with, by, plural will be with many ramas. So if I want to say third plural of Rama, I will say Ramehi. Everyone follow that? If I want to say, okay, here's an example. I want to say salutations to Rama. Salutations to Rama. So salutations is Namaha. And Rama is what? In fourth case singular. To Rama. So you look in the fourth row and you look in the second column. That will be Ramaya. Namaha Ramaya. Does that not sound familiar? Namaha Shivaya. Namaha Ganeshaya. The aya is the ending that is added to show that it is a fourth case singular. So all the red endings are the things that are added to the noun to show its case relationship and number in the sentence. So for every word that ends with a that is masculine, it will look exactly like Rama when it is written out and when it is used in sentences. So let us do a few examples. If I want to say, and you can raise your hands, right? If I want to say, I got a gift from Rama. From Rama. Which word will I use? I got a gift from Rama. Yes, Devesh. Oh, You muted back. No? Okay, somebody else then. Yes, Omkar.
Ramat.
Ramat. I wrote it in English, everybody. There should be no mistakes in pronunciation, right? Ramat. Okay, good. Like that. Okay. If I want to say, in many Ramas, in all the Ramas in the world, Bhagavan Rama is inside. In all the Ramas, which word will I use? In all the Ramas. So you have to say, okay, the word is in. So in is which case? Let me look. In is seventh case. Okay. How many? All the Ramas. So I will go to this box. So the answer for in all the Ramas is Rameshu. Count how many English words in all the Ramas. How many Sanskrit words? One. You see how efficient Sanskrit is? So this will look and sound and feel foreign because it may be your first time. Now, let me tell you, traditionally, when people are learning Sanskrit, when they enter class, this is the first thing they learn. Memorize this table, don't ask questions. Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramo, Rama, Ramina, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. And after you're done memorizing this, along with like 100 other tables, then we'll talk. We're not using that approach. We are going to use the table directly, okay? Because we're English speakers and we don't have a memory like back in the day. So imagine if I said memorize this before class continues. Oh God, that would be it. So I want you all, okay, now homework. Listen to your homework. I'm going to say the table one more time, but the homework I want to tell first. Homework number 1. Write the Rama table in your book. I know I will send it on WhatsApp. I know some of you have printers. I know you can just print it and stick it in your book. But I want you to physically write it and make sure there are no transcription errors. If you're comfortable with the script, there's no need to write the English also. If you need the English, then you write both. Okay? Number 2, replace Rama in all sentences. Let me explain what that is. So we had done like maybe 12 sentences, 5 and 7. Yeah, 12, right? In each of those sentences, every noun has a case and a number. So whatever the case and number was, we're going to pervade the entire world with Rama, just like Tulsidasji's vision. You know how he says, Siya Rama Maya Saba Jagajani? I see Rama and Sita in this whole universe. So every noun is Rama for him. So we're going to develop that vision a little bit for this homework. So when we say Hanumanji went to the playground, in Tulsidasji's eyes, Ramji went to Ramji. So this homework is, you're going to come and look, okay, how do I write first case singular? How do I write this in Rama? So I'll look at my table and I'll say, oh, that is Ramaha. Okay, then I'll go to the playground and I'll say, how do I write playground? Second case singular. I'll look at my table, second case singular is Rama. And like that, I will do it for every single noun and pronoun in these sentences. So far, so good? Okay. Homework number 3. This is weekend. So weekend is a holiday for normal people, but it is homework for Sanskrit people. Okay. So, number 3. Homework number 3 is this verse I have given here, verse number 37 in Sri Rama Raksha Stotra. You don't need to write it out again. You can print it. You can use your phone. I want you to go through it and I want you to see how many of the Rama declensions you can find. Okay? Do this after you've done the sentences because you'll be more familiar with the declension table. So see how many of the Rama declensions you can find in this beautiful verse. Okay? It's a real verse. It's a chantable verse. We'll chant it in next class. And finally, number 4. Can you guess? Can you guess? Yes. Gita 1.8. Oh my God. When is she gonna stop? No, never. We're never stopping. Until everybody gets it right, we're never stopping. So, that means we're never stopping. Yeah, you keep going until you get it right. That's how it works. So number 3 is to find Rama cases in verse. I hope the homework is clear. This is the homework for everybody. Hmm? Write out the Rama table in your own handwriting, in your own book. You can use a ruler and make it neat. Actually, I take it back. Don't write it in your book. Get a flashcard or a paper and divide the paper into 4 and write it in one quadrant, right? Flashcard, index card, whatever. Or on a paper, you take the paper horizontally, this way, landscape, divide it into 4, and on the top left, you write this table. You're going to use this table so much, you might as well have a reference sheet now itself, okay? So you're going to make your reference sheet for it. If you like index cards, flashcards, you use that. If you like regular paper, you use that. If you want it portrait, however you want it, but that will be your reference, right? So it's not that you want to flip through all pages to look for it. You want it in easily accessible format. That is why I'm saying write it separately. Okay, so you write out the Rama table, 1. Number 2, in all the sentences, you replace Rama with all nouns, right? All the nouns and pronouns will be replaced with the correct Rama. And then you find the Rama cases in this verse, and then you do Gita 1.8. It sounds like a lot, but once you start, you'll realize it's the harder part is figuring out the cases. The filling out, replacing Rama is the easier part. Hey, 6:34. Okay, let us do closing prayer, and then we will. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Shri Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.